Hi, I'm Ian Bush, CEO and founder of Artist Guitars. Today I'm going to show you how to change the strings on your nylon string guitar. The reasons why you would change your strings is that strings do wear out. Now, if you're a professional player, you're most likely to change your strings every week or sometimes even quicker than every week. But if you're an amateur player, you probably wouldn't change them that often, and you can just leave them till they wear out quite a bit. Now, the way to tell that your string's worn out on nylon strings is that you'll start to feel rough edges on the strings where you've been playing, and on the silver wound strings you might see little portions of rust. That's a good sign that it's time to change your strings. Now, we're going to need 4 tools to change our strings today. We're going to need a new set of strings, an electric string winder or a manual string winder, and some string cutters. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves a nice flat surface and lie the guitar down. The second step is we're going to grab the electric string winder and we're just going to loosen off our first string. Now, we just loosen one string at a time because it's better to keep the guitar in tension the whole time instead of doing them all at once. So now we're going to just loosen off the first string. You want to loosen the string till it's completely loose and completely unwound. Now, you can do this by hand, but it's a lot easier if you use a string winder, and the easiest way is if you use electric string winder like what I'm using here. Then you just completely remove the string here, pull it out. Then you just lay the guitar back down flat and you just push the string out through the back of the saddle. Just do that quite gently. Now you've removed your string. So we're now going to replace the E string on this guitar. I just want to show you something quickly about this string. You notice here that this string's got a section, a side to it that's floppy. It's not particularly well made. You don't actually want to use this side of the string. We're actually going to cut it off later on. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the side that's not floppy, that's been perfectly cut. I'm going to feed that through the bridge. So you feed that through the bridge, about 5 to 8 centimeters. And then the next step is you curl it around the string at the bridge and you twist it under twice. So you make 2 knots in the string, just like I have here. Now you pull on the string tight and just help that knot to fall into place as a tight knot. So now what you do is you stretch the string past the machine head, and you want to get the string to be about 5 to 8 centimeters past the tuning peg here, and you just want to trim off the excess string. Then what we do is we feed the string through the machine head about 3 to 4 centimeters. We grab our string winder and we just want to wind that string on a half a turn. Now that we've wound it on a half a turn, we get that excess bit of string that we left before and we wrap it around the top of the string and feed it back down through the hole. Now if you can see at the bottom there of the machine head, you can see that it's just poking out. So now that you've wrapped the string around itself, I'm just going to grab the manual string winder and wind it up. You could, if you had the power string winder, you'd be using that, but I just want to show this for people who would be using manual one. And you just tighten it up, holding tension, till you get this tune, till you get the string roughly in tension. Now, I'm just going to push that string over into the middle there a little bit. The next section is actually the most important part. What we need to do is we need to stretch the string. The reason we need to do that is that at the machine head and at the bridge, the knots are not completely tight and the string's going to quite easily go out of tune. So to show you what I mean, I'm just going to play the note here and then I'm going to stretch it. So all I do is just pull it up about 8 to 10 centimeters, and then I play the note again. You can hear it's much lower in pitch. So I'm just going to tune it back up. Grab my string winder. Now it's only roughly in tune right now, but I'm just going to show you that string stretching one more time. So if you listen to the note, and then I'm just going to stretch on it again, about 8 to 10 centimeters, 3 or 4 times. Hear how the note went down in pitch? That means you want to just tune it up again. We're just going to check that string one last time. So here's the note in pitch, and we stretch out 8 to 10 centimeters, and you hear it's going down again. So you can keep stretching that string in the first half an hour or so, pretty much as many times as you need, just to get all those knots nice and tight, which will help your guitar to stay in tune a lot better. Now we've tuned this up to pitch, and we're going to move through the strings one by one, replacing each string one at a time. And the last thing you do is you just trim off the end of the string. So that's how you change the strings on your nylon string guitar. Thanks very much for watching. If you do have any questions, please leave them in the comments below.